And when you get the opportunity to read, the theory on the fifth one might be they felt that they were all within a 300 yards area from the aircraft when they parachuted into this village. And they thought possibly the fifth one maybe was supposedly like within 50 yards of the aircraft. And they know when the aircraft hit, it further exploded, and possibly that's what happened to the fifth one, that he burned because he was never caught. Obviously, if he had survived, he would have been captured. So the other four were captured. Now this is 10th April 1944, and within 4 days, the Japanese had actually caught all four of those that had parachuted out. And unfortunately, they didn't have a very kind death. I mean, of the four, they had one that was, because they were burnt pretty good from their heads and their arms. I mean, that's what a lot of the investigative reports have said from the villagers. They were burnt, pretty severely burnt, and then when they were captured, the Japanese were trying to move them to a Bogia station, to an MP area that they had a detachment. And when they started, after they beat and tortured these four for up to about 7 days, they tried to move out. One was so badly injured that he couldn't move, so he was shot and killed. And the second one, they moved about three miles to another village from there, and he actually struck one of the Japanese soldiers, so they actually beat him to death, buried him there locally. So we've got one buried in one village, one buried in another. And then the two actually made it to the MP station in Bogia village, and one was, there's a little mixed on what happened to one, but the other one was actually shot. They were both shot, supposedly. One definitely was shot, and they cut his head off. So I say that not because it's nice to hear, but hopefully Charles, he went down with the aircraft, so hopefully his death was quick and not as bad as, those other four actually had to experience. So hopefully that will give you some comfort, I hope. So after we have, so what happened and how did we get to today, I guess is probably what you're wondering.